Because honestly, women already, I think for women, we already have an emotion already before we ever even act it out.
Oh yeah.
We're already mentally checked out. And I think sometimes people don't realize that.
Yeah.
Before a woman leaves, most of the time she's already mentally checked out.
We've been done for months.
Probably years.
And you just born into your life.
I was born just for you. I was born to come into your life to be a blessing. You're welcome. That's why you should be appreciating me at this moment. Because he's broke. My thing is, how can he afford?
It sounds like a barbecue. I don't know. Frank said,
I don't know. It sounds like a barbecue, like a old finger licking barbecue spot. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Vanessa.
I'm Cherie.
And welcome to the Girl Let's Talk About It podcast. So without further ado, girl, let's talk about it.
All right, so the first topic is going to be breakups. We asked people on Instagram and Facebook about their juiciest breakup story.
Juiciest.
Okay. So I'm going to read the first one and we're going to talk about it.
These are anonymous now. We're not telling nobody names. Anonymous.
Yes. And only one I know about. The other two I didn't read, so it's going to be raw reactions from both of us.
Raw reactions.
All right. So this says, when he broke up with me on my birthday, she's like, I was busy early in the day and missed his call, so he started an argument and broke up with me. Okay. Come to find out he was broke and wanted to use that as an excuse to not give me a gift.
And this is for her birthday?
This is for her birthday. Okay. Must have come up with some money, ended up calling me late that day and rushed me to Frank's at the Old Mill for a nice dinner. Okay, let me finish this. We're talking about
okay.
My mind is racing. He thought he was going to fix everything. I was still mad and feelings were still hurt because why would you do that on my birthday? And why can't you, your overgrown butt, just communicate? Okay, so y'all first, let's break it down. He broke up on her birthday because she missed his calls, but she's thinking he was broke because he didn't have a gift.
Okay,
and that's why he broke up with her.
Okay. So what's your take on that? Because first of all, let me just...
a birthday in general.
Yeah.
And
honestly, let me just say this, right? If somebody break up with me on my birthday, I already know what time it is. I already know what time it is because my thing is, out of all the time, out of all days, out of all seasons, whatever months, my birthday is the day that you break up with me.
The day almost... It's like... Most people are happy on their birthday. Like that's their special day. That's their special day.
Yeah. So for you to break up with me on my birthday because you were broke,
and then try to fix everything and he took her out to eat.
Right, because when they still broken up.
Yeah.
So why did you
accept the invitation, ma'am?
I wouldn't. Why would you accept the invitation, ma'am? That would be my first thing. Yeah. Why would you accept the invitation? Because
I couldn't.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. And then what is Frank's? I've never heard of it.
I don't know. Frank at the Old Mill. Maybe it's somewhere else.
Okay.
Is that Atlanta?
Is that right? Is that Atlanta or is that another state?
Maybe I don't go to nice places.
And then is it upscale, right? Because he's broke. My thing is, how can he afford?
It sounds like a barbecue. I don't know. Frank said, I don't know.
It sounds like a barbecue, like a old finger licking barbecue spot.
I'm trying to. Yeah, okay, would I go? No, not after, I guess he officially broke up.
Yeah.
So no, I wouldn't go.
Me either. And I think...
I'd be mad.
I would be very mad because my thing is, first of all, it's my birthday. Birthdays are really important to celebrate because it's another year of life, right?
I was born into your life.
I was born just for you. I was born to come into your life to be a blessing. You're welcome. First of all, you should be appreciating me at this moment.
This is the worst day to break up.
Right. This is the worst day to break up. I am your joy. Yeah. I'm your everything. Yes. So, but honestly, I feel like your birthday is like the most important time. It's one of the most important times of the year because it is, you do have life, right? And so a lot of people don't live to see certain, birthdays and stuff. And so I'm already joyful. This is my day. And then you break up with me and then you think you can kind of bring it back. Like after you have pretty much messed up the totality of the day, honestly, because I feel like now I'm going to be in my feelings the entire time, even while we're sitting at dinner. Yeah. Like I'm not going to enjoy it.
I'm gonna be quiet.
I'm gonna be quiet the whole time and on my phone.
Yeah, I get quiet when I.
Yeah.
No,
I don't get quiet.
Okay,
I get a little more.
Yeah, you different than me.
I get a little bit more.
You different than me. I don't have an attitude. I would be quiet, but I'm not making eye contact.
Cherie is more the quiet. Like you can tell she's.
You'll know when I'm mad.
You'll know when she's upset because she's gonna be quiet. Like
you'll be like, "How's your food?"
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Or the most expensive thing.
The most but dessert. But that might mess you up because we both gonna be sitting there washing dishes. Yeah. So yeah,
I'm gonna have to look at.
I'm gonna have to look Frank's up because I've never heard of them. So yeah.
But okay. Well, how long did y'all stay together? I want to know after that.
Yeah. So. Or are y'all still together? Yeah. No, she said they broke. Broke up. It's a broke up.
But then that was before the restaurant. He broke up because she still went to the restaurant.
So did y'all get back together, ma'am?
She said he rushed her to the restaurant.
And then you gotta try to rush and get ready for him to.
Why are you thinking about right.
No. And where did he get the money from? He's both. I have so many questions. So many. Why do I keep leaving you so like I got the mic on?
Did you want to know,
ma'am? I want to know. Okay,
I do want to know. Like, how long did y'all stay?
Where did he get the extra money from? That's all I want to know.
Kudos to you.
Yes, let us know for me.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that was a good start one. That was a good
start.
Thank you for that one.
Thank you for that one.
For your podcast, I went to break up with the guy. Okay, she broke up with him, but at the same time, he had decided to break up with me as well. Literally at the same evening. Okay. He ended up getting it out before I could, and I felt like I had some sort of competition. Wait. Okay, so she went to break up with him, but he wanted to break up with her the same day.
Wow.
But he got it out before her. How would you feel?
I'm not even gonna lie, be pissed.
Because now he feel like he broke up with
right, because now it's just like it really is a competition. Like, well, I was gonna break up with you anyway.
Yeah.
This, and the third. But yeah,
I left her. Like, no,
you didn't leave me.
The plan was for me to leave.
Right, the plan was for me to. I had already hit this in motion. Because honestly, women already. I think for women, we already have an emotion already before we ever even acted out.
Oh yeah,
we're already mentally checked out, and I think sometimes people don't realize that.
Yeah,
before a woman leaves, most of the time she's already mentally checked out.
We've been done for months.
Probably years.
And you're trying to plan your escape.
Probably even years. We've already been done. So it's just like trying to plan, like, okay, let me get this in order, what I'm gonna do here, how I'm gonna navigate this. But we've already done. So technically she broke up with you first. Like, let's just call it spade a spade. You probably just on the fly, like, you know, let me just go ahead and break up with her today.
No. Like she hadn't been talking to me much. I wonder what's happening.
Right.
He probably got scared.
Right.
He got scared.
She broke up with you 6 months ago.
I just want to know this, like, so y'all, I wonder if y'all had plans already to meet up that evening, and both of y'all are like, dang, how I'm gonna do this? It's gonna be awkward.
Right. Because what do you say when a person that you're, well, I know.
You know what?
I already know. I said, what do you say to a person when you get ready to break up with them? It's not you, it's me.
That's the typical.
The oldest saying in the book. It's not you, it's me.
When did I had to break up with somebody? That was like 9th grade. I don't remember how my other relationships ended. I really don't. It just ended. I know, it just ended. Yeah. I did. So one guy, I told him I didn't want to be in a relationship, and I was like, I'm still, used to. I'm still not over my ex and all. I don't want to use the word desperate, but he wanted to be in a relationship. I told him, I was like, I don't want to do that. Yeah. So, but me being like a people pleaser at the time, I just was like, okay. So we were in a relationship, and then it was probably just like 2 months. Then I broke up with him, 2 or 3 months. I was like, wow. I told you I didn't want, like, I didn't want a relationship. Yeah.
So that was his fault.
Yeah.
It was. Blame him.
Because he asked, he was like, you never, why don't you ever call me babe or baby? And I told him, I was like, I don't really want to. Like, I was blunt.
Yeah.
And he still wanted to be around. I was like, bro, I'm trying to give you an out.
That's because Cherie got that whip appeal.
I was like,
Cherie got that whip appeal.
Because no lie, when I was working at Best Buy, so how we met, him and his friend came up. I was checking out. I was a cashier. they were checking out. His friend came back,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "Oh, he trying to talk to me. I liked his friend. His friend was cute."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Oh, so okay, he gonna come and get my number." No, he was asking for homeboy. And I looked over. I was like, "Oh, here you go,
and day.
here you go." And me not thinking quick on my feet. I didn't give a fake number or anything. I just gave mine. I'm like,
this sucks.
Yeah,
real bad.
So
yeah. So I would say my breakup story was
wait, how
full out divorce. It wasn't a breaking up.
It's not funny.
It was a full out sign on the dotted line.
It was a major breakup.
Let's say that. Yeah.
Have you for let's say dating? Have you had to break up with people, or was it? Have you ever had to do the breaking up?
So I've only been in out of my whole entire life. I'm 37. I've only been in 3 relationships. One when I was 16. That really didn't count.
Oh yeah, because you got married young.
I got married young. I got married when I was 23 or 24.
Oh, 24. We got married the same age. Okay, I was 23.
Okay, well I was 24. So he was the second person, and then I'm in a relationship now. So I've only been with like 3 people in my life. So the first one, I wouldn't really call it breaking up. We were 16.
Oh yeah,
so
school relationships
and things transpired. Well, he had a little run in with the law. Okay, and so so that was that on that.
You gotta say
that was that on that. And then my second relationship was a full out divorce. So that's pretty much how that went. And one day I just packed my bags and I never showed up.
Well, okay, can I ask?
Yes.
This will be edited out if you want. Who initiated the divorce, like the breakup?
Me.
Okay.
Yeah, I initiated the breakup. I think we were both on both parts. It was like we was cheated on because sometimes he be like, "I want divorce," and I'm like, "No, you know what I'm saying? I want divorce."
The whole like
the back and forth, the toxic stuff, whatever. So, but when it was finally done, when I was finally done, it was me who initiated. I just packed up the clothes that I had, packed up my car.
Really? I didn't know this part.
Yeah, packed up my car, packed up my clothes, and I was knocking at my mom's door like, "Mom, I'm home
for a while."
But yeah, it was crazy. Even that whole situation of trying to just kind of like navigate through, even though you said you was done, but are you really done? Because you're still kind of like communicating and talking, and trying to see what you can do. And so I just was like, "No, I'm done."
Yeah,
that's it. That was the last breakup. And hopefully there will be no more breakups.
Yes,
let's just say that. Yeah.
Was it the whole dramatic, like you got served papers? Not you, but like whoever initiated it, on TV, they'd be like, you got served, and it's divorce papers.
So when we decided we was going to go through the whole divorce process, and I was like, I called the people because I was just like, I'm ready to get this done. You know what I'm saying? And we had went through the courts. They denied it a few times or whatever because it was like paperwork that you had to go through. It was a lot of paperwork.
I hear it's a lot.
It's a lot. Sometimes that make people stay together because there's so
and
much
the money.
And the money. So they was like, "Oh no, it's one more step that you got to do," and he hasn't been served yet. So I called him. I said, "Hey, you're gonna have to be served. I don't want to do it dramatically, but you're gonna have to be served." And he was like, "Okay, absolutely." So the day that he was supposed to be served, the server processor was like, "He's nowhere to be found." She was like, "I've seen this before. A lot of times, what happened is, they really don't want to get divorced. So they try to say." I said, "Ma'am, give me 5.2 seconds." I hung that phone up and I kind of said, "Listen, where are you?"
Because clear your throat.
Where are you? Because they're trying to serve you, sir. And so he's like, "Well, I got to do this and the third." I was like, "Sir,
we need to get this over with. Yeah.
Go ahead, please stop what you're doing right now." And go. So he went ahead and went up there, whatever, and they served him, and that was pretty much it. And so it was so funny because I was like, "Man, we're gonna have to go to court." Your folks granted us because we didn't have any split. It ain't in the split. Y'all gone. Right, girl, gone.
This is easy.
Yeah. So, and that was pretty much it. Yeah, that was pretty much the gist of that. So.
I didn't know like the way you left. I didn't know that part because it's like I don't know. I guess you don't really think about that. Yeah. That part.
And it's so funny because a lot of people didn't even know we was divorced.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't even know we was had broken up because I'm not a social media.
Yeah.
You know, like people.
I mean, that shouldn't be on there anyways.
You know, but a lot of people do that social media stuff. They put the little subliminal
messages. I'm leaving my man.
I'm leaving, and you know they have a subliminal message. Men ain't this, men ain't that. I'm like,
you can tell by what they post.
Like, oh Lord, they done broke up. It was so funny.
I'm working on myself.
I'm working on myself, and it was so funny because somebody said you could tell when somebody done broke up because they removed their last name and replaced it with their middle name on social media, which is so true. That's what you did. I removed my married last name and I put my first and my middle name, and that's my social media.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I mean, it's not your name anymore. So, because I don't see how some people keep it, but whatever.
Yeah.
All right. So this one.
Would you keep it? Quick.
No.
Yeah.
I'll go back to King. So okay. So my maiden name is King. I will go back to King just because it's shorter and it's so much
sweeter. Yeah.
It's just
not sweeter, but
it's just shorter. Yeah. And then that's what I grew up with. I don't want to keep. I don't have my ring on right now, but I'm married. If my marriage.
And have another little butterbean.
You can't tell. I don't want, if it ended badly, why I don't understand why I want to keep the name. I know you have to go through changing your name on papers and legal documents. I'm gonna do it because I don't want to remember that last name if it was horrible.
Right. Absolutely.
I don't. My kids will have the name. But
absolutely. Yeah.
I'm not.
So you wouldn't change your kid's last name?
No, because they are his kids. Like
absolutely.
that's his.
Yeah. That's a seed.
His seed sounds so weird, but but that's his. So it's like I wouldn't change that. I mean, because that has nothing to do with them.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah. I just probably every time I see their name, resent it. But
and it's so crazy because some women have to exactly like, oh, and then especially if they look like them too. Like, oh my Lord.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and Landon does.
Yeah.
It's just like him. But so let's just hope that doesn't happen. I don't have to deal with that.
Oh yeah, that'll never be. Yeah. And preferably when I have my kids, it'll never be the case with that.
Like, would you change their last name?
Probably if I was younger, to be spiteful. Everybody's name getting changed. You get a last name change. You get
a whole different name.
But now that I'm older and much more mature, no.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, they're a part of him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, no, I wouldn't change their.
Yeah. Change their name. I'm like, Vanessa, she'll probably change the whole name. Like, you picked this name.
Right. No, the whole name is changed.
Because he's like 17.
Because he picked the name. I'm changing the entire name. First, middle, and last name changed. That's crazy.
Crazy. But you grew.
Yeah. You knew me when I was still coming out of that stage.
But you know what? It's the people you're around, and I'm gonna just say that we don't have to put this in. No, but it's like with who you are with now, like the guy you're with now, that shapes how you
absolutely it does
who you become.
Absolutely,
like who you hang around.
It does. I think you know when you're with the person, right? I think they either bring out the best or the worst.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not saying that this stuff ain't already in you, but it just kind of like magnifies it a little bit more. And so I think when I was in a toxic relationship, and I'm not saying it was him or me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I won't confirm or deny. I won't confirm or deny that I was toxic, but
let's just say it was joint.
Right, it was joint toxicity. Toxicity. So my whole thing is I feel like when I was in that relationship, I think things that were done in a relationship, I think on both parts, literally brought out the worst in me. And I think it also helped me to see what I needed to work on too. So that's when I decided once that relationship was over, let me go and get some counseling. Let me go and seek some help.
To work
on myself. And so now the relationship that I'm in now, he is, when I tell you this man does not argue. Like he is just, and it makes me mad because
I was about to say, but like it kind of never bothers
me.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I need some passion.
I need some
some passion, like
some grit. But he's just that cool. Now I'm not saying he won't go there. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, and he'll only go there if like he feel like I'm in jeopardy or somebody. You know what I'm saying? He'll only go there at that point
if it's necessary.
But as far as like him, just like I'm getting mad. he's the type of person, and it grinds my gears. Sorry, baby, if you see this, but it grinds my gears. He be like, we just need to take maybe just an hour or so to just think about it.
No, I won't talk now.
And I be wanting to go off. I be wanting to go off like, no, we need to talk about this now because we need to get to the nitty gritty.
Right.
And he's just like, I think we just out there. I'll talk to you later.
But do you feel better after you had that break?
I do, because at first I didn't. Mm-hmm. I'm not even gonna lie, it made me even madder because it's like when you're used to that
arguing,
that combativeness back and forth, and it's so crazy because even though you go through the counseling and stuff like that, until you in certain situations, you don't know if you completely truly heal from those things. And so it's like my whole thing was, it's like I was trying to revert back to that, and now that you got somebody who's so much more calm, like, no, we're not gonna do that. I do like that a whole lot better because I ain't even gonna lie, I'll say some stuff and then I'll regret it after I said it. And then it's just like, and my therapist is like, well, why don't you just give it some time? And I said, he said
that's what he said.
He said the same exact thing. She said, give it some time because you have time to process it. And now you're not saying just crazy, mean, hurtful things and stuff like that. And we don't do that type of stuff. We don't call each other out the name.
That's because he make you take a break.
Yeah, you take a break.
You take a break, you think about it.
Yeah, so it definitely has something to do with it for sure.
So like for me, I process stuff in my head. Like if I'm mad at Seth, my husband, I will process. I'm like, was it me or whatever? And then he's like, you had the whole conversation in your head. You didn't even include me. He's like,
at all.
And I'll be good. I'm like, oh, I solved it in my head. I'm good.
Did you do that?
I'm good.
I have a whole argument in my head.
Like, I'm good.
Yep.
I figured out like either it was me or if it wasn't, if I'm like, okay, I didn't do anything to deserve that or whatever. It's like, then I'll go and talk to him later. But if I figured out like that was my fault, I should have been better about that or something, I wouldn't bring it up. And he'd be like, we never talked about this, and I'm just walking around happy. I'm like,
well, whatever.
I'm good.
I am one of those people that make up the whole entire argument in my head.
Yeah.
And I answer for him in my head.
Yes, I have to prepare myself.
Yeah, and I mentally prepare for what he's gonna say. Yeah. And then when he starts talking, like we have a conversation, I've already mapped out like he's gonna say this, that, and the third, so I can have something to come back with. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like, I'm not quick on my feet, so I need to have like the whole
let me have the
conversation, because sometimes you just want to be smart. You want to say something smart. It's like, I got
that. Write out a whole paper.
I'm ready.
Like,
I'm ready.
Roman numeral 1. Yeah, I'm like, I have the whole argument in my head. And then sometimes when we do have the conversation after I done had the argument, it don't go anything like I
It don't. And then I get mad because I'm like, I had a good comeback.
I had a good comeback.
But you don't come back.
Yeah, or he just be like, I apologize. And I'm like,
hold on, no.
In that moment, I'm like, you weren't supposed to say that. You're supposed to try to combat me. And then I'm supposed to come back on the other side. Yeah.
But, a whole conversation.
Yeah. But that's what can't get it out. That's what being married to emotionally available and intelligent men are, and not boys. Yeah, because boys, they'll come back. What you say? And not saying that you don't have those moments and times where you
both of y'all be spitting at the mouth,
right? But it's just like So
it makes a huge difference because he'll walk away. I get mad when he walk away, but I'm like, okay, you got your moment.
Yeah.
But because I know for men, sometimes they do have to walk away because they.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't condone like hitting or anything, but it's like they're probably like, okay, she just pissed me off.
She done pissed me off now.
Let me walk off before I do something. Because women used to be all up in your face.
Right. I used to be I cannot confirm or deny that was me at one point. I could honestly say, and now that I'm on the other side, I can admit that I was very aggressive. Very aggressive. Like I would start arguments and then I would be the one. I start an argument and then I would be the one that gets super aggressive. Like, girl, you the one started it.
You wanted to have the conversation.
And then I walk all up in folks' face like, I will do this and that. And it is so funny because he used to be like, you cannot whoop a man now.
Yeah.
You can't whoop him. He said, you gonna get enough. And this was my ex, not my current, but he's like, you gonna get enough jumping in folks' face.
Knowing you still trying to.
Me too. I'm like, hit me. Now, if he would hit me with one punch, I would have probably been done.
Yeah, you'll come back like, oh.
Right. You know what?
I'm sorry.
Right. But that's definitely what growth
God.
Yeah.
Like asking for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that we have grown.
Yes. Yes.
All right, here we go. When I broke up with my high school boyfriend, he started. Sorry.
Already.
He started crying, screamed no. This just kicked off his flip flops. I started running barefoot down the street in my neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
But he cheated on me, so I turned around and went back in the house. That was a lot. Wow. So he started crying, screaming no, and kicked. Why he kick off his flip flops?
What was the point of that? Can you just imagine? No, take it off down the street. Yeah, I'm glad that you got out of that situation.
And running barefoot. Okay.
What was the point of you running barefoot? Like, I guess it showed more of like, I guess you try to show his emotions. Like, I'm really upset that you're leaving me at this point.
That's what I'm just trying to picture it. The one that cheated on you.
But you cheated.
She turned around and went back in the house. I can see that. Like, okay, all right. This is awkward.
Yeah, this is a little awkward. Bye. And then you showing out in front of the neighbors. Bye. So I'm glad you got in this situation because honestly, I feel like people who act like that are very emotionally unstable.
That's why you not kicking off your shoes and start running down the street.
Yeah.
How do you even feel protected with somebody like that?
Exactly.
That's my thing.
Yeah. I feel like that. He's emotionally unstable.
That is, high school explains it.
Yeah. Oh, it was high school.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought we were talking about a full grown,
That's
man, boy. Boy, man.
Man, child.
Yeah. Because I'm just like, if you're doing that at 21 on up, we got a problem.
That's scary.
We got a problem.
He started crying.
Yeah.
He really liked you, girl.
You got that whip up here, girl. But yeah. Okay. Oh, I didn't date in high school. Well, I dated the guy at 16, but he didn't go to my high school. He went to my old church.
Oh. I first started dating in 9th grade. I don't want to say it. To a guy who I didn't really want to date. I liked his brother. But
oh, that is crazy.
Don't see that. Okay. Last one. So this one I kind of know because it's someone that I know. So I'm gonna give a gist. She only gave me a little snippet in the Instagram. So basically, the gist is they were dating for 1 year, and he didn't mention that he had 2 kids. So,
not just 1, but 2.
The information, the details. So yeah, they met in the military, dating for 1 year, talking about marriage. She's like head over heels over him. Apparently he is too, head over heels over her. And somebody in her life, I can't remember who it was, told her that they think he has kids. But she was like, she didn't believe it because he didn't mention anything. Like they've been together for a year. And like no flip up of talking about kids, no like pictures or nothing. So she didn't think about it. Yeah, I'm getting out of breath.
It's okay. It's all right.
Yeah. So what happens? He leaves or something. I don't know, something like that. But somehow she finds out he has children. Because I think somebody saw him leaving like the house of the baby mom or whatever. We just use these details. The gist of it. And the big part of it, which isn't funny, but it adds to it. So he found out he had cancer. She's by his hospital bed all the time, takes off of work, taking care of him, hospital bed. And his family comes, visits him, but he didn't want her to meet them yet.
After a year?
And talking about marriage. And she's like, why? And he makes some excuse. So she never met them, even though like I guess they're taking turns going to the hospital to visit and watch, take care of him. But yeah, so he made up an excuse for that. And to me, when she told me that, I was like,
sounds a little off.
Interesting. You talking about marriage, but you don't want me to meet your mom, your dad.
You want the information to get out.
Yeah. Yeah. So she I don't remember how she found out he had kids, but when she brought it up, like she was pissed. Mm-hmm. Like he was saying he didn't know how to tell her and all of this. And she's like, and she mentioned that she wanted kids too. Mm-hmm. And they had talked about starting, as soon as possible, I guess, after getting married or whatever. I don't want to put words in her mouth. Mm-hmm. And yeah, never came up about children. And they're my brother's kids' age. About, yeah.
Whoa.
What, they're younger than 5.
Whoa, okay.
Not newborns.
Okay.
But younger than 5. Let's just go with younger than 5.
Okay.
And no pictures, no slip up. I'm like, I have a kid, and you're going to hear his name once in a conversation.
Right.
You're going to know I have a kid. Yeah. Even if I don't mean to bring their name up. So, she broke up with him. He was trying, I think, to communicate with her and all that stuff. But I was proud of her. She held her ground. She was like, nope. But she was in love.
My God.
And I felt so bad. And 2 kids.
2, not 1. It's 2.
Yeah. And and she was like, so how am I supposed to believe you would be a great, what parent doesn't talk about
their child?
Like you don't go and visit unless you lie to where you were going.
Right.
Like you don't go visit your kids.
Right. I wonder, was this a situation where he was really gonna marry her?
I made sure I was delicate, but I was like, I don't think he wanted to marry. I think he just wanted to keep you around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's a major, and you're an adult. Like you're not. This isn't high school. Like we're both adults. What?
That's crazy. That's really, really, really crazy. Yeah. So my thing is, I feel like he probably it wasn't gonna.
They didn't have the same feelings.
They didn't have the same goal. They didn't have the same mindset. And I'm sure they probably talked about it. But yeah, his actions definitely spoke exactly what he felt.
If I'm telling you, I want your children, like I want to have your children, and that never comes up that you have kids already. Yeah. And then I'm talking about marrying you. I'm instantly a stepmom, and I don't know, like. I don't even know I'm stepmom. That's another elevator. I don't even know I'm stepmom. I got these babies,
and I don't even know I'm stepmom. I already got children that I don't know about.
And I'm visiting you at the hospital. You have cancer. You're at the hospital, and you still didn't tell me. Like I'm taking off of work for this.
Yeah, you probably got a little beating from me.
She said she was pissed.
I know. That. I honestly feel like that's really, really messed up because I feel like sometimes people could try to string you along, but I think that there has to be clear-cut expectations. Yeah. Okay, what are we doing? Where are we moving? Yeah. Because if I haven't met your family, I'm not saying you rush anything, right? But I think after you've gotten serious, within a year, if it has gotten to the point where y'all are talking about marriage, this is really going serious. And so, at what point do I meet your family? Because I think sometimes when you meet the family, it tells you a lot about the individual.
Because grandma would have brought up her grandkids. Yeah. She would have brought up her grandkids.
Yeah, and sometimes I tell you about like if the family's crazy,
if all of them crazy,
we might got.
If they weird,
we might got a problem.
Yes.
We might got a problem. And I'm not saying that's for every single situation, but most of the time when they say the apple don't fall too far from the tree, it don't. Because this is a person who have been raised, cultivated, brought up
in that environment. Yeah.
And if they haven't got clear cut like counseling or whatever it might be. So
yeah,
he played her good.
I was like, why he not letting you meet his parents? And he said something about his mom, and I'm like, that don't sound right for somebody who's talking about they want to marry you. Like that's the first thing you do is meet the family.
Family. At a barbecue or something.
Something, yeah. Some family.
I can eat. Like, you know what I'm saying? To go to Corral, I don't even eat. I'm not even advertise for y'all.
I know. free advertising.
Yeah, free advertising now.
But yeah, so but she she said I was thinking about coming off my birth control. I was like, girl, God saved you.
Oh, he spared you. Oh, God, he spared you. Oh my God, he spared you. Because, oh my God, because can you imagine getting pregnant or having a child by somebody that you didn't even know had kids?
Yeah.
Because that.
Oh, I'll be pissed. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Did she ask me to have kids?
No, because remember somebody told her, but she didn't. She was like, he never said anything. Like, so she didn't believe, and her mom told her. She was like, you should have listened. Now you know.
Yeah, now you know. And I think sometimes as women, we don't ask those questions.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to feel like we're too pushy. But we're in a time you gotta ask those things.
Like, you got kids? How many baby mamas?
Do you have a side chick?
Yes.
Do you believe in more than one woman?
Yeah, that's the thing. Or is it one person?
Is it one person? You believe in more than one woman? How? Like, you have to know these things because sometimes we go in and we have these unspoken expectations that we have. Like, it's only supposed to be me. Nobody else does it. We have these unspoken expectations and we never voice them. And then when they don't tell us, it's like, you should have told me which friend you should have. That's something that you tell somebody. But you never asked.
You never asked.